Adam and Eve are often considered a myth, yet, through their names, they reveal the story of humankind and abundant, full life. Hello, welcome to the Explanation with Sam Kneller. This episode, Adam and Eve, in Hebrew, an amazing tale of humans and life, comes from the course Unlock Bible Meaning with 7 Keys to Master Biblical Hebrew, available at theexplanation.com. Adam and Eve, often considered a myth, reveal, through their names, humankind and bountiful life. God said, "Let us make man," Strong's Concordance, H 120, "in our image." So God created man in his own image. Genesis chapter 1, verses 26 and 27. In Hebrew, both words for man are Adam. Gender-sensitive people read the translation and get upset with Bible names. The implication is man, but not woman, has God's image. He's a misogynist. No, he isn't. The first time we see Adam used as a name in the King James Version is in Genesis 2, verse 19. Do this first exercise. Go over to unlockbiblemeaning.com and look at those 2 verses in the Interlinear Bible, Genesis 1, verse 27, and Genesis 2, verse 19. You'll see the biblical Hebrew is identical. Sam's Reflections. Here's a point to meditate on. I think the first time the man carries the name Adam is Genesis 4, verse 25. Until then, every usage of Adam, except Genesis 1, verse 26, is preceded by a definite article, the man, ha-Adam, or, on a couple of occasions, by another qualifier. The first time following Genesis 1, verse 26, we see it as Adam, is Genesis 4, verse 25. The implication is, until Genesis 4:25, the reference is to humans in general, and to the first human in particular. In other words, this is the story of humans, humankind, not just Adam and Eve. Here's a second exercise. Find Genesis 1, verse 26. Switch to Strong. Click on Hebrew Concordance for H120. In the left column, you'll see all the KJV translations. Note Numbers 31, verse 35, and compare the Hebrew with Genesis 1, verse 26. In Hebrew, Adam is identical in these 2 verses. Numbers 31, verse 35. And 32,000 persons, H 120, in all, of women that had not known man, H 21:45, Zachar, by lying with him. Follows the interlinear image for Numbers 31, verse 35. H 120, Adam, is translated persons in the KJV and human in the interlinear. In Numbers 31:35, Adam refers exclusively to women. We should realize Bible names like Adam can have multiple meanings. That's key one. And we have to be careful which one we use. In Genesis 1, verse 26, the identical Adam, there translated God made man, would better be rendered with God made persons, as in the KJV, or humans, as in the interlinear, as used in Numbers 31, verse 35. Following Genesis 1, verse 26, the next verse, 27, qualifies who these humans are, stating their specific genders. So God created man, H120, Adam. We should understand persons or humans. In his own image, in the image of God created he him, male, that's gender specific, and female, also gender specific, created he them. We will discuss the Hebrew meanings of the names male and female over the next 2 episodes. Here are the translations and meanings of the name Adam. Strong, H120, Adam. From H119, ruddy, human being, an individual or the species mankind. KJV translations, man, mean of low degree, person. H119, Adam, to show blood in the face, i.e. flush or turn rosy. KJV translations, be dyed, made red, ruddy. H127, Adamah, from H119, soil, from its general redness. KJV translations, country, earth, ground, husbandman, husbandry, husband, and land. Use the previous 5 and next 5 links below the KJV translations to display the previous and next Strong's entries, like H127. Compare the Hebrew letters and see the relationships between the words H127 from H119. The Adam and Eve story depicts Adam, humans, as lowly beings made of earth. Bible study of the state of humans confirms the meaning of this name. After your study, here's deeper meaning of the name Adam. You can study the article for more detailed information about the Adam part of the Adam and Eve story, and understand that for God, all humans are one race. All human beings are equal, which means men and women are equal. The Bible points this out in Genesis 1, verse 27. In the image of God created he him, male and female created he them. Read the article, Human Beings. God created them equal but different. Eve. As part of the Adam and Eve story, we come to the Bible name Eve. English leaves us ignorant of the important role and implication of the first woman in history. Here's an example of Key 5 to unlock Bible meaning. A name gives us a narrative about the individual who carries it. One of the interesting points about the woman is when she received her name. God created her in Genesis chapter 2, but she does not receive her name until Genesis 3, verse 20, after they both eat of the forbidden tree. Genesis 3, verse 20. And Adam called his wife's name Eve, because she was the mother of all living. That's Strong's H2416. Here's the meaning of her name. Strong's H2332. Chava. From H2331. Life giver. Chava, or Eve, the first woman. KJV translation, Eve. H2331. Chava. A primitive root. Compare 23:24. Properly, to live. By implication, intensively, to declare or show. This naming verse in Genesis 3 immediately follows God's pronouncement of the death of the man and the woman in verse 19. Read it. In the sweat of your face shall you eat bread, till you return to the ground. For out of it were you taken, for dust you are, and to dust shall you return. It sounds like the end of civilization before it even begins. God pronounces the death sentence twice. But no, God has a plan, and he will pursue his goal. In the Adam and Eve story, Eve is Chava, which according to Strong H2332 is life giver from H2331. God associates Eve with ongoing civilization. Not only is she the mother of all living, but through her, Mary, some 4,000 years later, gives birth to the Messiah, the Savior of humankind. Note that Eve is the mother of living. Strong H2416. The ultimate word in Genesis 3, verse 20. Strong H2416. Chai. From H2421. Alive, hence raw, raw flesh. Fresh plant, fresh water, fresh year. Strong, also as a noun, especially in the feminine singular and masculine plural, life, or living thing, whether literally or figuratively. Remember key 4. KJV translations: alive, appetite, wild beast, company, congregation, life, lifetime, live, lively, living, living creature, living thing, maintenance, multitude, old, quick, raw, running, springing, and troop. Strong H2421. chava, a primitive root. Compare 23:31. To live, whether literally or figuratively. Again, key 4 to Master Biblical Hebrew. Causatively, to revive. KJV translations: keep, leave alive, make alive. Give, life, promise, life. Let live, suffer to live. Nourish up, preserve alive, quicken, recover, repair, restore to life, revive. An idiom: God save alive, God save life, God save lives. Be whole. Eve means to live life. All of the above KJV translations reveal her future. The words promise life, nourish up, preserve alive, quicken, recover, repair, restore, revive, be whole, are all part of the narrative of humankind. God summed up his plan for humanity in one name, Eve, the root of which is life. Study and meditate on Eve's role in the Adam and Eve story. Then open the box below for more details. Meaning of Eve in the Adam and Eve story. After your study, verify your findings with much more detail about the meaning of the Bible name Eve by reading the following article about Eve in the Bible. Eve in the Bible, the meaning and reality for today. With Adam and Eve, you're on your way to mastery of Key 5 to unlock Bible meaning. Understanding the role of Bible names. Thumbs up, and let's keep going. Continue to follow this eye-opening audio Bible course or the free text and video course at theexplanation.com. All the Bible study tools for this course are freely available online, also at theexplanation.com. Let's unlock Bible meaning with the 7 keys to Master Biblical Hebrew and reveal the explanation.